Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for Cybervenger. Today we're going to be talking about another deep dive of our NIST 800-171. That's 110 controls. We're going into one of them today. And if we look down here, that control is 3.8.6. If you don't know what the NIST is, by the way, we have a video that describes that and why you would care. Pretty interesting stuff. So 3.8.6 to me is almost identical to 3.8.5. And I've found in general, when you find controls that are nearly identical, it's because they're trying to call out a misconception or trying to it's it's significant that there's a duplication, right? It's not really duplicate. You got to find the difference, and that difference is important. It's something they're trying to highlight. So 3.8.5 talked about properly securing stuff as you transport it outside your building, outside of controlled areas. It mentioned cryptography, but it didn't really go into it. This control is much more specific to saying implement cryptographic mechanism to protect the confidentiality of CUI stored on digital media during transport, unless otherwise protected by alternate physical safeguards. I mean, 61 half a dozen the other. I'm going to call out NIST. I think this is one they, unless I'm not seeing it, this is a really kind of silly control to have. This really is a duplicate. I mean, it talks about, yes, you don't actually need to do some of the other safeguards if it's properly encrypted. Properly encrypted. Encryption at rest is AES 256 or better. No, AES 128 is actually technically, at the time of this recording, or at least at the last time I checked, was sufficient. But AES 256 is out there. I recommend using 256. It's kind of my default because these standards improve all the time, and at some point AES 128 probably isn't going to be good enough, especially if you're talking about encryption at rest. You know, you just immediately store it. We don't really care about the speed overhead of decrypting it. AES 256 can perform just well enough. So it applies to USB memory sticks, compact discs, removable hard drives. So I guess basically what the 8.6 is trying to say is you don't have to lock it in a safe. You don't have to have the whole chain of custody thing quite the same way you would with a physical thing if it's encrypted like it would be over the internet. The encryption could do the job, in which case the encryption standards apply rather than the physical transportation standards. But then it goes right on and ahead and says, unless otherwise protected by alternate physical safeguards. Okay, great. We're back to 3.5, right? I mean, what's the difference between these two controls? So there's going to be some confusion there. But I think the takeaway is that 3.8.5 speaks mostly to physical controls. A safe, a chain of custody, documentation, knowing where it's at, that kind of thing. Whereas 3.8.6 talks about proper encryption. If you're going to transport it, make sure it's encrypted during, to our standards. There's a whole section of a NIST about what kind of encryption standards are allowed. You use that here, and that's really what it's all about. That's all I got for this control, really. It's a duplicate. I've kind of spoken my piece about encrypting things and securing them when they leave your building. I really wish NIST had not duplicated this particular one. Usually I can find some subtle difference between the two and explain it. This is one I really kind of can't. So I think it's kind of sort of a duplication. They're out there, right? No standard's perfect, right? All right, that's all I got for this time, and I will see you next time in the next control.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cybervenger.com.